Hey, welcome back to the eDrum Workshop. I'm Luke, and today I'm going to show you how to install custom kits to your Roland V71, V51 or V31 module via their editor software. These kits can be bought from my store over at thedrumworkshop.com, or you might have got them elsewhere, but as long as they're individual .td0 kit files, then this procedure will work. I provide written instructions with all of my kit downloads too, but this video guide will show you all of the steps you need to get going. So this method is different to the SD card method that I've already covered in another video. No SD card is required for this. Instead, you'll need a computer, a USB cable with a USB-C connector for the module end, and whichever USB type your computer requires on the other end, and the editor software for your Roland V series module. The editor for each module can be downloaded via Roland's Cloud Manager software. I won't be covering the setup of this software here though. Please refer to Roland's guides for their software if you need them. To begin loading the kits, I'll make sure that I've got the files ready. After purchasing from the eDrum Workshop store, I can download the files from the order confirmation screen, or use the links in the email that I've received for my files. I'll download them and unzip them, and then I'm left with a folder that contains the files. I've just downloaded them straight to the desktop here as an example. Inside the unzipped folder are the .td0 kit files along with the manuals. And just as an aside, my manuals also contain handy information for customizing the kits to your liking, troubleshooting steps, and more. So definitely have a look through them if you're unfamiliar with the modules. Next, I'll connect my module to the computer using an appropriate USB-C cable. Once connected, I'll open the editor software. Now I'm using the V71 module and editor here, but the V51 and V31 editors work exactly the same. And then I'll select Load Data and Start Editor. This is the main editor screen. There's a lot going on, but fortunately I don't need to deal with any of this to load up a custom kit. Up at the top there's a menu, and I'll click Backup, then select the Load One Kit option. It will begin with the default folder in this drop-down box, so I'll go over to the button with the three dots on the right-hand side and click that. This will open up a window where I can select the file. So I'll navigate to the folder that I've just unzipped, and then I'll select the first kit file. In this example, it's called kit-201.td0. That's the first kit from the Snap Pop Punch collection, and I can either double-click it or I can click it once and then select Open. Underneath, I can select a kit slot on the module for this kit to be loaded into. When I click it, a list of all of the kit slots on the module will come up. Generally, I'd recommend installing the kits to one of the slots called User Kit, but you can select any kit slot if you're happy to overwrite an existing one. I'm going to choose Kit 101 for this example. If the kit file contains user samples, a box labelled with user samples will show up, and it's usually selected light blue by default. All of the eDrum Workshop kits currently available have some user samples added to them, so this needs to be activated to install the kits. If the kit file's installed without the samples, then they're not going to sound right. If I create any kits in the future that don't contain samples, then this box won't show up for those kits. Next, I'll hit OK and then select Load when I'm prompted, and this will load the kit. It takes a moment to fully install the kit and refresh the module's content on the editor, and then the message Load One Kit Complete will show, and I can hit OK to clear the message. After this, all I need to do is repeat the process for each of the remaining kit files. Unfortunately, there's not a batch loading option, so they'll need to be done one at a time. Now, you might have noticed that the editor doesn't show you the full name of the kit that you've selected, only the file name. If you're unsure which kits are contained within each kit file, I've added this information to the sample list manuals that I provide with my kits. If your sample list manual doesn't contain this information, you can download the updated copy from the product pages on the eDrumworkshop.com. This manual also tells you what samples are contained in each kit to help with troubleshooting. If you install these kits and find that the instruments I've assigned to a particular input don't match the instrument that you're hoping to trigger, don't worry, the video on screen now explains how you can swap any instrument around within a kit. So go give that a watch and learn how to customize your pad setup, then check out my store at thedrumworkshop.com for more Roland custom kits. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!